Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to my channel, Drop the Tea. How is everyone doing tonight? How is everyone doing tonight? And if you guys left, I do apologize. I had set my live for 9:55 downstairs cooking, so I do apologize. But I'm glad you guys came back. Hello, 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 my tea sipper, Chanel Monet. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, PK Joe. Hello, Linda Gamble and Capricorn Flower. My moms, thank you guys so much for coming over and getting my channel together. Let's see. And please hit the like button as you come in. Let's see. All right, guys, we talk about a couple of different things. Now, you know, I said I'm not going to be talking about love and marriage, but I will talk about people that's on the show. So I'm hearing a couple of things going on here in these YouTube tweets. So we're going to talk about it. We're going to be talking about, I think somebody is possibly trying to get phased out of the show. I think a couple of people are getting phased out of the show after the show does come back on. I think some people might be getting a spinoff. I'm going to tell you why I think that in just a moment. But y'all know we got to wait for the 10-minute mark. Also, it's been some smoke going on out here in the streets with Shamea and Porsha. Shamea talking about Porsha allegedly. Okay, we're going to talk about that. You know, I don't know what's up with Shamea and Porsha, but, sometimes I think just acting just for the show. Then sometimes I think they're not. So we're going to get into that. Also, I heard a little birdie in the street talking about Destiny got her a man, and he's supposed to be part of her storyline. Also, she did live, and I seen her on live with a little law. And, she was talking about some things. She was on there trying to sell her body butter, her car spray and air freshener. I guess she, on there, she was having flash sales and everything from my car. Do what you got to do. So we're going to talk about that as well. And also, we're going to be talking about, what else we want to talk about. It's drinks in the chat. Drinks in the chat. Let me know what y'all drinking. I am drinking some red wine. And I'm trying to, just clean my system out. I'm going to try to not eat any fried foods, starting from today all the way into next week Saturday. So I'm just going to try to eat salads and either baked or boiled food, no fried foods, no starches or anything like that. So let's see how this goes. But that's what I'm trying to do. Also, I wanted to also talk about, we're going to see what else we're going to talk about here. Some other stuff with this Diddy trial. We're going to talk about that as well. And then, just talk about whatever we want to talk about. This is just free Saturday, free spirit Saturday. We're going to talk about whatever else we want to talk about. We got to get to 10 minutes, but let me get my housekeeping out the way. Everything I say on my channel is alleged for entertainment purposes only. Everything I say on the channel is alleged and for entertainment purposes only. So let me get that up here and get my banner up here. Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. There is an allowance for fair use of copyrighted material for such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, research, and learning. Fair use, fair use. Also, I do not own clips to any of the clips I may show tonight. I do not own the clip to any of the clips I may show tonight. All right. And then also it's been said that Porsha is messing with a married man. Yeah. I'm not good at it, but say he's he's African, and they say that the dress he had on was beautiful, but They said it's an African dress. It's about you know that was going in and out. Hello, Lisa Foster. Sound out, guys. Let me know how the sound is. Is the sound still going in and out? You can hear me? One. How's the sound? Does it sound better now? Put a one in the chat if the sound is better now. Okay. All right, guys. Let me know if the sound goes back out. Hello, Lisa, my tea sipper. All right. Thank you, Linda. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, guys. Thank you all so much for coming over to my channel. And also, as you come in, please hit the thumbs up button. And then let me know you guys are drinking in the chat. We're almost to the 10-minute mark. So we get show on the road here. All right. So I know everybody has been hearing different things that are going on out here in the YouTube streets with Shamea and Porsha. And also, especially with Porsha. I don't think Simon has been paying the mortgage, and they think that Simon just wants to let the house go. Um, what is going on here today with my internet? Wait just a second here. One second here. One second. I'm trying to figure out why my sound is going in and out here. Give me one second here. I'll try to fix this here. 1 second, I'm just trying to fix it here. All right, guys, can y'all hear me better now? Can you guys hear me better now? Let me know in the chat if you guys can hear me better. Hello, hello, Ophelia. Hello, hello, hello. Put a one in the chat if you guys can hear me, if that's better, or if I'm still muffled. Is that better? All right, guys. So we're going to get into Shamea and Porsha. So Shamea did go on the Breakfast Club, and she was, she was talking about how her and Porsha met and things like that. So I did not know that how they met was Shamea and Porsha's mother was friends at first. They were friends. And then, as Shamea put it, they were kind of thrown together, because their mother them was friends. So that's how they met. I did not know that. But let's take a listen to what Shamea has to say. But some people are not feeling it. They kind of think that she's being shady. I don't think she's being shady. She's just telling the real. That's all. So I don't think that that's being shady if telling the truth. So we're just going to listen to a little bit of how they met. This is Shamea and Porsha's mother. So we're going to see a little bit here. We're just going to, Shamea and Porsha's mother were friends. That's how they became friends.
Best friends growing up? Did y'all live down the block or
so our parents were best friends? Oh, and that's kind of how we became friends. And you know how it is when y'all take family trips. So we go, and it's like at first it was like a forced friendship because it was like we were childhood friends. Mm-hmm. Then I went to college. She did her thing, and after we just kind of came back together when she got married, and it was like, oh my gosh, I missed you, and we were like inseparable since. So prior to this show, I would like to think that we were very close.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But the show changed that a little bit.
Yeah, that's unfortunate because I love Porsha, and we have a good time together. Like, she's super silly like me, down to earth, and just this platform. I prayed that it wouldn't change things, but unfortunately it has. And it's like a lot of people muddying and making the water a little it's messy.
Mm-hmm. But is it real or manufactured? Because I mean,
no, these feelings are very real.
Like, I'm saying, do you think they're being exploited like for a storyline?
I think that they're just messy. Like, I think some of these women are messy, and I would never have allowed them to ruin our friendship or even muddy the waters. But
meaning growing up, how were y'all best friends growing up? Did y'all live down the block or
so our parents were best friends? Oh, and that's kind of how we became friends. And you know how it is when y'all take family trips. So we go, and it's like at first it was like a forced friendship because it was like we were childhood friends. Then I went to college. She did her thing. And after we just kind of came back together when she got married, and it was like, oh my gosh, I missed you. We were like inseparable since. So prior to this show, I would like to think that we were very close.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But the show changed that a little bit.
Yeah, that's unfortunate because I love Porsha, and we have a good time together. Like, she's super silly like me, down to earth, and just this platform. I prayed that it wouldn't change things, but unfortunately it has. And it's like a lot of people muddying and making the water a little it's messy.
But is it real or manufactured? Because I mean,
no, these feelings are very real.
Like, I'm saying, do you think they're being exploited like for a storyline?
I think that they're just messy. Like, I think some of these women are messy, and I would never have allowed them to ruin our friendship or even muddy the waters. But
meaning growing up, how were y'all best growing up? Did y'all live down the block?
Okay, so how do you feel about what Shamea is saying? She said that some of the women messed up their friendship. How do y'all feel about that? Do y'all think some of the women on the show or people that's their friendship? So do y'all think some of the women on the show have messed up their friendship? Or do you think that they messed up their own friendship? Or do you think that Shamea coming on the show, it messed up their friendship? To me, it's like both of them want to be, I don't know, it's like they're competing against each other on the show. Let me know if y'all feel that way. If they're competing against each other on this show. But Porsha already has a peach. So I don't know what the problem is. But people have been saying for the longest, Porsha is not a girl's girl. I don't know why she don't want Shamea to succeed on the show. You know, they both, are peach in their own right. You haven't watched Roar this season? Okay. Hello, Linnell. I think they both can succeed and be successful on the show together. But it just seems like, to me, that Porsha, just trying to think of how to say this in a good way. It's like Porsha is competing against Shamea on the show. Because some people had said at first that Porsha did not want Shamea on the show. But Porsha said that was a lie. She did put in a word for Shamea to come on the show. But, I'm not thinking, I'm not thinking that she, she said she did, but the way she's acting, she act like she don't want Shamea on the show. That's just my thinking, but I could be wrong. But that's what I'm seeing so far. It's like all the talking behind each other's back. I don't get down like that. And these are grown women. I think if Shamea and Porsha have a problem, they should be able to come to each other and talk about it instead of putting all the other ladies in the group who don't have anything to do with it in the business. Like Angela, for instance, when it told Porsha something that Shamea had said, and I don't think that was her business, like I said before. And some of the stuff that Shamea is saying on the Breakfast Club, I think she could have brought that to Porsha. I think she could have brought that to Porsha. All right, guys, we got 17 likes and 27 in the chat. Let's get the likes up, please, and thank you. Now, if y'all are best friends, why can't you talk to each other? Why are y'all taking it to other people? Why are y'all going on talk shows, talking about what y'all problems are instead of taking it to one another? They got email, they got the phone, they got texting. Y'all can meet up. There should not be where y'all taking it to other people. So I don't know if y'all are doing this to have a storyline or if this made up. Because like I told y'all, a lot of these shows now are giving storyline. So for all we know, Shamea and Porsha could be doing this so they got a storyline. Just saying, they could be doing this to have a storyline. Just like I think Drew, Ralph, Dennis, and Porsha are doing. Allegedly. And for entertainment purposes only. Because what are they going to talk about? You know, people like drama and mess. So they have to keep the mess going to keep people tuned into the show. Because if they don't have any mess going, people tend to get bored with the show. Now, the same thing about Angela and Shamea and her husband, about she think they were trying to take her properties from under her because she's at a vulnerable state. Do I think Shamea and her husband would do that? No, I don't. But this all could be just a storyline. Now, Shamea and Angela could be working together to keep her storyline going together. You see what I'm saying? It's like they thinking of things to keep mess going and to keep us entertained and to keep us talking about them out here on our channels, out here in these YouTube streets, out here on the blogs, and out here on Instagram and Facebook and wherever else. So that's what I'm saying. Some of this stuff is giving storyline. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think. Also, guys, let's get those likes up, please, and thank you. But let's continue. Let's continue to hear what else she had to say in regards to uh, Porsha. You know, like I said, they could have handled this a different way, but hey, I'm not them, so they could, like I said, handle it however they want to handle it.
Space in the spotlight. And it's uncomfortable.
Yeah. You feel she's jealous?
Like, why would
I don't know that she's jealous. I don't want to say that, but I just feel like it's just different because before I was just a friend of. Now it's like I have a mic on. Before I would be at some of these events and no one would even know I was in the room because again, I'm just a friend of Porsha or a friend of Candy. And I may have an opinion on something, but you wouldn't know it because they didn't catch it. Whereas now it's like, oh, well, where did Shamea get this big voice from or this big personality from? Well, I've always been here. I just never got the opportunity to express it or show it.
I feel like things changed after you got your peach.
Yeah.
Even more than before.
Yes, because now we're sharing this space and this spotlight. And it's uncomfortable.
Yeah. You feel she's jealous?
Like, why would
I don't know that she's jealous. I don't want to say that, but I just feel like it's just different because before I was just a friend of. Now it's like I have a mic on. Before I would be at some of these events and no one would even know I was in the room because again, I'm just a friend of Porsha or a friend of Candy. And I may have an opinion on something, but you wouldn't know it because they didn't catch it. Whereas now it's like, oh, well, where did Shamea get this big voice from or this big personality from? Well, I've always been here. I just never got the opportunity to express it or show it.
I feel like things changed after you got your peach.
So now see what I'm talking about? It's like they trying to pin them against each other and Shamea is not doing any, it's not helping the situation. Now, you hear what Jess asked, do you feel if things changed after you got your peach? And then Envy says, do you feel that she's jealous? I'm trying to figure this out here. We got 27 likes and 34 in the chat. Can we please get the likes up, please? And thank you. So, do you feel like Porsha is jealous of Shamea because she got the peach? And do you think that Shamea is doing stuff so she can keep the peach? Her and Angela and the other ladies on the show are, keeping up mess so they can keep their peach and they can be invited back for next season. Let me know what y'all think. She was a friend. Porsha never was, in my opinion. Okay. Hello, Sonia. Hello. I'm sorry I didn't greet you guys. Hello, Jacqueline. Hello. Hello, Shines Bright. Porsha already has a peach. How can she be reverse jealous? That's what Emmy was saying. Do you think that she's jealous? But what I said was that Porsha already had a peach. They wanted Porsha back on the show. So, but listen, y'all, sometimes when the spotlight is not on certain people, they can get kind of jealous, or if some women are pivoting towards another person and not you, some people can get kind of jealous. And I know that's crazy to say because we've grown, but that could happen. But like I said, these are given storylines to me. A lot of this is given storylines. But I don't, some of it is storyline, but I think the part about the mama, I don't think that was storyline. But we shall see as Roa goes on. We're gonna see, if they keep on, with the rah-rah, because we have to face this. If people are not being messy and got drama going up, people tend to not want to watch the show. But when there's mess going on and things like that, then we tend to want to watch the show even more. And that's just a fact. We want to watch the show even more when there's mess going on. And I'm just being real. Because when there was nothing going on, people were saying, oh, the show was boring and this and that. Then once the drama came back in, then people were tuned into it because there was mess going on the show. But like I said, I'm still on the fence with Kelly. I'm on the fence with Porsha too because now I'm starting to hear things about she's messing with a married man. I don't like that. I do not like that. And this man, he's an older man. He has been with his wife for over 30 or 40 some years. But they said in Africa, if the men are married, they can still have other women. Let me see what y'all are saying. Okay. You said Shamea is doing too much and talking too much. Portia's not jealous. Okay. She's not jealous. She just can't trust that her friend would handle this space with care. Okay. She's not a storyline. It's not a storyline because Shamea has put the friendship in hospice with her press tour. Okay. TK started that fake rumor. Okay. When Frick and Frat get back together, Shamea will have to connect with the other ladies. Okay. Yeah, I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for Frick and Frat to get together. So I wonder how Shamea is gonna feel when Porsha and Phaedra get back together. On the show, Phaedra is coming in. I think they said 6 weeks. I think Phaedra will be on in 6 weeks. Now, listen, when we friends, we friends. I don't care about no show or anything like that. When we friends, we friends. Now, do I think that Porsha Shamea will jeopardize their friendship? Some people will. But what does Shamea get out of jeopardizing their friendship? What is she going to get out of it? Out of jeopardizing the friendship? What is she going to get out of jeopardizing their friendship? That's what I'm trying to figure out. What is she going to get out of it? Because the thing is, Shamea has, a husband, she has money and things like that. What does she get out of jeopardizing the friendship? And they've been friends for so long. And some people have to stop for a minute and think, is this worth our friendship? We have to stop sometime and think about that. Why, and I'll try to figure out why is she going on these different podcasts talking about different things? What is all this for? What is all this for? What is it for? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I would not want to do that to my friendship. That's just me though. But other people are different with the friendship. I just wouldn't want to mess up my friendship. I wouldn't. But again, I am not these other people. I can't, I can't say what another woman should do. I can't say how somebody else, what somebody else's friendship is worth. I can't say that. But I would think that Porsha and Shamea friendship is worth something. They've been friends for for this long time. I would think their friendship is worth something. When you think that their friendship is worth something, it's just a little much. I don't know. I don't know why they would do this to their friendship. But you know, we shall see if they can, if their friendship can last, or if it's going to end. Because once uh Phaedra gets on there, and you know, things might go a different way. But we're gonna see if it's going to be able to make it. We're gonna see if the friendship is going to be able to make it. But Tasha did say that Porsha is dating a married man. Now, how many people believe that Porsha is dating a married man? Put a one in the chat if y'all believe Porsha is dating a married man. Put a one in the chat. Put a one in the chat if you think Portia's dating a married man from Africa. Or put a two in the chat if you think she is not dating a married man from Africa. And Tasha K is lying. Let me know what y'all think in the chat. One for yes and two for no. One for yes and two for no. Now, Tasha, she knows she cannot be, you know, out here putting these false rumors out. You know, she can't be doing that. So I hope she would not be out here with false rumors. But she is saying that she is out here dating a married man. So y'all let me know what y'all think. One for yes and two for no. Let me see what y'all saying. You said yes, you think so? Let me see. Wait a minute. You said hold out on the new rumor. She's living here. Okay. Candy is in Shamea's ear. She will regret it. Yeah, because her and Candy look like they're pretty good friend, pretty close as friends. I see her out a lot with Candy. She has gotten what she was. Hold it. She has got what she was telling to get for the last 12 years. The spotlight, the fame. Okay. Hello, Shine Bright. Hello. Porsha's got a lot going on with finalizing her divorce. I don't think she's thinking about maintaining a relationship with Porsha. Okay. Porsha brought me on the show in her very first episode. That's a damn good friend. Okay. Absolutely. Okay. I can believe it, but hope she's not. Porsha hasn't even been to Africa in months. Okay. What does dating across continents looks like? It's okay. You said no. Lisa, my T sipper, says no. Dennis is her shield. She's out there messing around. Okay. Oh, all right. But this is the thing. They said that ICE will be bringing Simon to the divorce hearing. A lot of people saying that Porsha was banking on Simon not being able to come to the divorce hearing, but the feds are bringing him to the divorce hearing. Simon thinks that the prenup is not fair. Sir, the prenup, I don't understand where you're getting at. The prenup is not fair. So I guess he wants his day in court. So they're going to be bringing him to court, allegedly and for entertainment purposes only. So we're going to see what's going to happen in court. And we're going to go from there. You guys, are you guys drinking in the chat tonight? I'm drinking some red wine, and I'm going to be drinking some cut water in a moment. Let me know what y'all drinking in the chat. Hello, my tea sipper, Deborah. Hello, hello, hello. Let me know what y'all drinking. All right, we're going to put a dart in that for a second. Let's move over here to the castmates. So, word on the curve is that I believe they're trying to phase Martell Holt out of the show since Melanie is gone. And y'all know when Melanie left, Melanie took the show with her. Melanie took us with her, the millimeters, and also the male supporters with her. And those people on that show didn't do a good job. And why do I say that? Because when they were on that show, they were not trying to get them a fan base, any supporters, anything like that. So when Mel left, Mel took the show with her. To me, her supporters left with her. Her millimeters left with her. So I think they're kind of worried about, are people going to be reviewing the show? And the word on the curve is that Martell and Carlos King are no longer following each other no more on Instagram. Now, Martell has stopped following Carlos King, but Carlos King is still following Martell. And the word is that Martell is mad at Carlos is because he's not getting no airtime. They're not filming him. And I had said months ago, since Melanie's gone, I believe they're trying to phase Martell out. Like, give him less and less airtime. They're trying to phase him out. I don't think they want him on that show anymore since Melanie is gone. So they're trying to, do it, kind of on the slide, but start giving him less and less camera time so they can phase him on out. What y'all think about that? Y'all think they finally trying to get rid of Martell? Because he was into it with Melanie, he's into it with the host, and I think the hosts are going, not the hosts, the Scots are going to be the main people on the show, and they don't like him. So I think they're trying to kind of phase him out of the show now. Let me know what y'all think in the chat. I really think they're trying to phase him out because they're saying that he, when whatever they've been filming, he has not really been filming, and he's mad about that. And y'all know this is his only source of income. So if he's not getting camera time, he's not making no money. And word on the curve is that they didn't even get paid yet for what they have filmed because they haven't got picked up yet. That's what a word on the curve is, allegedly and for entertainment purposes only. And what they did film, they said he wasn't really filming at all. So if he's not filming, he's not making no money. Right. I think that the show is not being picked up right now. And I guess they're trying to find somebody to pick up, allegedly. And I think they're trying to do maybe a spin-off for the Scots 1.0 and 2.0. I think maybe they may want to go that route. That could be a possibility. Because I think they're finally trying to get rid of Martell. I do. I really think they're trying to get rid of Martell. Now, word on the curve is that they was going to bring Ariane on the show, either by her voice or on the show. Now, if they bring on the show, I think they're trying to film less of her as possible. Or if they're doing a voice, they're trying to do less as possible. So that means that Martell doesn't get any airtime because they don't want to deal with her. Allegedly, and for entertainment purposes only. I think they're trying to phase him out altogether. I think they don't want to be bothered with him no more. Melanie gone, so they said we don't have, no use for him no more. Allegedly, that's my opinion. 40 likes and 46 in the chat. Thank you, Linda. You say you think they need to phase all of them out? Carlos ain't gonna do that. He gonna try to do anything he can to have a piece of a show. He don't care. Just like Love and Marriage Detroit, that show only got 4 episodes, and now they own a reunion. Nobody's not watching it. Now, just say hypothetically they bring back Love and Marriage Huntsville or a spinoff. Do y'all think people will watch it? I know I'm not going to watch it, but do y'all think other people will watch it? Do y'all think they have a heavier enough fan base that will carry the show? Let me know in the chat. I don't. I don't think they got the fan base to carry it. But hey, I could be wrong. They might have it. I think some people are trying to get their fan base up. So they, we will see if they got the fan base to carry the show. My personal opinion, I don't think so. But I will give them credit. They've been out here trying to get, a fan base and trying to get some people. But we shall see. We shall see. Okay, what are you saying? You said they were all backstabbers. If it comes back, it will flop. I think so. Just like Love and Marriage Detroit. I think you got a point there, Doc Willie. I think if they bring the show back, I don't think it's going to go anywhere. Just like with Love and Marriage Detroit. I don't think it's going anywhere. And I think a lot of those people on whatever they film, they don't want Martell on that show. They don't want him on it. My personal opinion, I don't think nobody wants to be bothered with Martell on that show. And I think Martell then flipped out because he doesn't, and he's probably saying how's he supposed to feed his kids and take care of himself. That's his only source of income. But wait, he's been getting some walkthroughs. He did get a walkthrough at Miguel's. Miguel had some type of event. So I guess if he went over there and did the walkthrough, he got paid some type of money. And then allegedly, and for entertainment purposes only, he's supposed to be on Bravo. I heard because I guess he went on a man's trip with Ralph. So we might see him on the guy's trip with Ralph. Allegedly. Now I'm not too sure, but I've been hearing that he's supposed to be on Real Housewives of Atlanta with Ralph for the guy's trip. Let me know if y'all heard that. Let me know if y'all heard that. Yes, and then I've been hearing that Nell and Destiny are not on good terms on the show and off the show. They're not on good terms. So they said that's supposed to play out on the show. That Nell and Destiny allegedly are into it. So we shall see. And I guess Destiny new man allegedly is going to be on the show with her. That's going to be her storyline. Because she has been coming out. She was over there on TikTok trying to sell some of her stuff. Then she was also in her car trying to sell, her body butter, the air freshener and the ear mist. She was on there trying to sell that. She was having some splash sales. And she had Lil Law in the car with her too. People were asking her, is Love and Marriage Huntsville canceled? She said not to her knowledge. She said, we know something she don't know. So unless she just playing the game. because she has filmed. Now, this is not uncommon for people to not get paid yet, because allegedly some other people on other shows said they have filmed before and hadn't got paid for a while. So that's not uncommon for people to film and not get paid yet. And we heard that before. You said on Love and Marriage Detroit, one of the couples just divorced the one that got married in less than a year of knowing each other. Martell screwed himself. It's not gonna be easy for him to get ahead, in my opinion. Yes, I just think that a couple that was on Love and Marriage Detroit are getting a divorce or got a divorce. I just think that. Doc Willie Martell, I don't know what Martell gonna do for work. I don't know what he gonna do, because they said people in Huntsville ain't nobody in Huntsville messing with him, because he didn't cross so many people. They don't trust him. They said that people don't want to work with him, and somebody said allegedly and for entertainment purposes only that Fred not messing with him, because allegedly, Fred helped him, with that house that he built. And I think he was supposed to give Fred some money, allegedly, and for entertainment purposes. And I don't think he gave Fred a cut for, he using, Fred's license and things like that to build that house, even though it's not built up to code. He can't sell it or anything. And I think, allegedly somebody said that that he didn't, give Fred nothing. Allegedly. So he is not able to use nobody else. So he's not able to do nothing. They said he didn't give Fred shit. Now this man lets you work under his license and you didn't give him nothing? Allegedly, that's what I heard. So you won't be building no more houses under him no more. You can't, shit, you ain't got nobody to go to. You and Marshall ain't cool no more. So you can't go mess with him. For you and Fred ain't cool. I don't think you know any other people that are building houses. You done screwed over everybody. And people in Huntsville, they not messing with Martell. And then word got around what he did with them people with them other houses. So people not messing with him. Everybody that tried to help Martell, he ends up burning them, allegedly. Because Coleslaw said he made pretty good money from Love and Marriage Huntsville. But I don't think he's gonna be making no money now, because it seems like to me they trying to phase him out. And that's why he's mad at Carlos King, and that's why he stopped following Carlos, allegedly. But I think that show, like Doc Willie said, is going to be a flop like Love and Marriage Detroit. Just saying, allegedly and for entertainment purposes only. Just saying. That show could have been really good if he would have took out the toxic people. And I don't think it's good for the producers to come really close to the people, to the castmates. Because then you get really close to them, you can't make sound decisions. And that's what I think happened to Love and Marriage Huntsville. Carlos wanted to be everybody's friend. He should have got rid of Martell when it was time to get rid of him, but he wouldn't do it. And now you done lost your queen of the show. But people have to bump their head, and fall down to learn something. That's what I always say. A hard head make a soft. Wait a minute. A hard head makes a soft ass. I think that's what it says. But we shall see. And then they had the article out about Carlos King. Really? Time out. It's a safe place in his workplace? I said this got to be a typo. What show of yours, sir, is a safe place? What show that you have is a safe place, sir? In my opinion. It's always some type of drama on your show or some type of something where a man is putting his hands where they don't got no business being. So what? And you don't do nothing. I think this right here. If any castmate, which is a man or woman, put their hands on the opposite sex or does something to do DV or anything like that, I think they should be suspended until the investigation is done. And if you find out, that the person was being aggressive or DV a woman, I think they should be fired. But you don't do any of that. And for you to time out your shows are a safe place, oh hell no. Ain't none of your shows a safe place, sir. None of them. He built his way up. He worked his way to the top. Then when he felt like there was nothing else for him to do on Bravo, that's when he launched his own production company, Kingdom Reign. I said, ain't this a bitch? Didn't you allegedly get fired from Bravo, sir? But you spinning it that there was nothing else for you to do because you had did everything on Bravo. So then that's when you decide to launch Kingdom Reign. Sir, this man know he lies. This man know he lies. So he trying to spin it. The reason he launched Kingdom Reign is because he had did all he could do on Bravo. I said, hell no. Hell no. Let me see. Close, I think 100,000 is good money for Martell. No, not with all the bills he got and all the damn kids he got. No, ma'am. You said $1,000 is good money for Martell. Shit. That ain't even paying nobody rent. Yes, Deborah. He should have stayed true to Melody. You're right about that. Yes, Dot Willie, he believes his own lies. But this is the thing. He said that his shows are a safe place for Black women. I just couldn't believe it. I thought there was some type of fucking typo. Even over there on Bell Collection, when what is his name? What's his name? The light-skinned man had did that to the waitress. Did he do anything about that? No. That lady came on this internet crying and everything. His name Willie? What is his name? That light-skinned man, what you call husband on Bell Collective. What is her husband name? The one that he had they got the restaurant and that waitress came on here crying, talking about what he had did to her. That's what I was saying, Deborah. He said he left Bravo because there was nothing else for him to do. That's why he launched Kingdom Reign. I said, all this man do is lie. But even on Bell Collective, when that man had did that, he should have been suspended and an investigation should have been launched. And if they found out that he did do that to that waitress, he should have been fired. Same thing with Martell. Y'all already know what Martell did. He did something to the makeup artist. He did something to somebody on that movie set. What is it? Every woman or every man. He did something on that, and they still did not do none of Martell. He was threatening Melody. He did the RP, everything. He still didn't get fired. So no, your shows are not a safe place, sir. I don't know who the hell told you that. Your shows are not a safe place for Black women to meet. Now, I don't know what it was with I don't know what it is with Destiny. Destiny needs to heal herself before she start dating anybody. It's like soon as Destiny got done with being married, then she found out that she was not going to be able to get Moses back. She started back dating right away. Instead of trying to heal herself and get herself together and know who she was as a woman, she went right back out here to date. She was messing with Lance. She was messing with Jalen. And then an African man. Anybody. Now they said that she has met somebody and it's serious. It is serious. Now, the guy do not look like Destiny type to me. So maybe he got some change. He reminds you somewhat of the bear. This man do not look like her type. So maybe he got some money. Because he sure in the hell don't look like Destiny type to me. Y'all know Destiny like those bad boys with some thug in them. Not a little bit. She like them with a lot of thug in them. Yes, Cliff and Latrice. Cliff and Latrice. So why didn't he suspend Cliff when that lady came on here crying? If he all down for women like he said he do. He said his shows are a safe place. So why did he suspend Cliff and do an investigation of what happened? If his shows are a safe place. That's why I know he be lying. He's a damn liar. Yes, Cliff. Right, he has had a lot of failed shows. Yes, the cast have removed Love and Marriage Hunter from their social media. Agreed. Yep. Yeah. See, something is up. You know, my whole thing is this right here. If y'all trying to throw us off and then just pop out with it, nobody cares. Pop out with it. Pop out with it. If y'all say y'all can carry the show, that will be great if y'all can do it. It will. It will be great. But this is another thing. Have you heard a renewal for Bell Collection? I haven't heard a renewal for Bell Collection. When is Bell Collection coming back on? Bell Collective coming back on. I haven't heard anything from that either. I haven't heard anything about Bell Collective. Have y'all heard anything about Bell Collective is coming back on? I have heard nothing about Bell Collective at all. Let me know in the chat if y'all have heard about Bell Collective. Let me know in the chat if y'all heard about Bell Collective coming back on or any of these other shows that he had. And then y'all remember he had that show down there in Houston with the real estate. They said that he went down there and turned them people inside out. All the sisters and cousins and all that they was arguing and everything. Oh, I wanted to share this with y'all. I'm getting off the subject. Do y'all know on Sisters that Andy is pregnant in real life? Did I tell y'all that? Oh my God. They were told her that she couldn't have kids. Andy and her husband are pregnant in real life, guys. I want to show it to you. They are pregnant in real life. I forgot to show it to you guys. She was told that she could not have kids, guys. Andy is pregnant in real life. There I was. Andy is pregnant, guys. She's 5 months pregnant. Look at God. Look at God. That she was told that she was infertile. Look at God, y'all. When it's meant to be, it's meant to be. Ain't that beautiful? The doctor tell you that you infertile, and then you on your way to get an IVF to your IVF appointment, and they tell you that you pregnant. Oh my God, I would have just fell out and cried. That is so beautiful for her and Sky. Baby, that ain't nothing but God. Look at that. Smith, who was 5 months pregnant, recently opened up in an interview with Essence about her surprise journey to motherhood. For years, Smith didn't think having children was in the cards due to her ongoing battle with fibroids, ovarian syndrome. I had an appointment to go back to that fertility specialist who told me I was infertile. She recalled, I had an appointment in January to go back to that fertility specialist and start my IVF treatment, and I found out I was pregnant on January 19th of 2025. That is so amazing, guys. Look at God. Isn't that something? Now, she was told that she was infertile. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? She was told that she was infertile, that she couldn't have no kids. She was on her way to her appointment to start her IVF treatment, and then she found out she was pregnant. Yes, all Tyler Perry actors are getting married and having children. Yes. Oh, you said, oh my God, that's Sasha to me from the Family Business, and he's Aunt from All the Queen's Men. Yes. That, you know what? That ain't nothing but God. That's meant to be. All that time they was telling her she was infertile and she ended up pregnant. That ain't nothing but God. Yes. Yes, God has the last say. That's just beautiful. And Sky, from the outside, like I said, I'm on the outside looking in. He looks like he, is a good husband to her. And they pray and everything together. He likes he's going to make a great dad. And that's something to be told all the time that you're infertile, and then you go to have your IVF and you're pregnant. Wow, that is something. That is something, guys. That is something. Yes, they make a sweet couple. Yes, Carlos gonna be going there. He gonna be doing the spiritual readings on YouTube. Carlos is going to be doing. You know what? That just for somebody to be such a devil, Carlos. I don't know where he be quoting these spiritual things from. He should be scared to quote anything. I don't know why he does that. Wow. He should be enough man to come out here and say that he apologized to Melly. That would be the bigger man of him to come out here and say he made a mistake. He know he did wrong. That would be really big of him to come out here and apologize. That would be really, really big of him to do that. Do y'all think he will do that and come out here and apologize to Melanie on this YouTube? You said lightning might strike that demon. Yes. So something is going on with these shows. You said nothing on the Bell Collective either? Damn. All these shows going to shit. He's mocking Mel. They all do that. You know what? All of them going to hell with gasoline draws on too. Every last one of them going to hell with gasoline draws on. All of them. So you know what's going to happen? I don't think, you know what? I don't think that these shows, I don't think I don't want to pick up these shows because of that lawsuit. That's what I'm thinking. I think they don't want to pick up these shows because of the lawsuit. I could be wrong. Allegedly. I don't think the shows are getting picked up because of this lawsuit. But they said OWN is fighting back. But my whole thing is, why haven't y'all been said anything or did anything when all this shit was going on? They could have been put a stop to this. People was writing to OWN, telling OWN what was going on. They could have been put a stop to all this shit that was going on. In my personal opinion, allegedly, and for entertainment purposes only, they could have been put a stop to this. You know, they could have been put a stop to this. But in my opinion, they didn't want to. They wanted all this shit to keep on going on. Now all the shit didn't hit the fan. Now all of a sudden you to put a stop to it. So maybe they wait until they see what happened with this lawsuit to maybe pick up the shows. Do y'all think that's a possibility? Because why is it Bell Collective not, don't have a date? And then why did Love and Marriage DC only have 4 episodes? I've never seen anything like that with 4 episodes. Not that I watched it or anything, but I'm just saying, why would something only have 4 episodes? I've never seen that. And then it's already a reunion. I've never seen anything like that before. 4 episodes and then already a reunion? I've never seen that before. Hello, Parents 23. You said you tried to get into Sisters, just was not for me. Okay. I was watching Sisters at first, but what happened was I was tired of Karen being pregnant. I couldn't take it. I could not take Karen being pregnant. First she was pregnant, she wasn't shown. Then I think the next season, finally she was showing. And then they got to mixing up the baby daddy. And then she kept being pregnant. I just couldn't take it. I could not take it. I never seen nobody be pregnant that long in all of my life. It was just too much. They was dragging the pregnancy out. Did she have the damn babies yet? Because I couldn't go over there and watch it. I couldn't go over there and watch it. Did she have the babies? That didn't make no sense for Tyler Perry to drag that Karen scene out with the baby. Then I heard that one baby was Aaron's and one was Zach. Now I have heard of that in real life where people have had sex with 2 different people and got pregnant with twins, and one was one person's baby and one was the other. Now I've heard of that before. Now I know that can happen. She's still pregnant, Sonya? Hell no. See? Mm-mm. But I am going to watch what's it called? Divorce? What is it called? The new Tyler Perry show. I'm going to watch that. I'm going to be reviewing that. I'm going to watch that. With LaToya Luckett, and then DeVale, his wife is in it as well, as in the Divorce Sisters. His wife is in there, Khalid. So I am going to watch that. Let me see. You watched it, Dot Willie? Okay. 64 likes and 52 in the chat. Thank you. So I will be watching. I will be reviewing that show as well. But sisters, now this is what I'm talking about right here. Karen is still pregnant. I can't do it. But somebody said they got picked up for another episode as well. Somebody said they sisters got picked up again. So we shall see how this is going to go. If the sisters got picked up again. I was into Zatima too, but I haven't been watching that either. It's hard to try to watch shows when you're a content creator because you be trying to find content for your channel and then try to watch shows. It doesn't work out because you're always looking for content for your channel. But I'm going to try to find content for my channel and try to watch some of my shows too. But I'm trying to balance it. I'm trying. No, I haven't watched The Family Business. Now, I was a real big fan of The Family Business and also the other show. What is it called? It's another one. The Hamptons, the Black Hamptons. I had watched the first one and I didn't know they had got a second season. And I looked on BET, they got a second season of the Black Hamptons. Because I like Lamar Rucker. I do like him. So I want to watch that. But again, I'll be trying to be on YouTube looking for content and then it just don't be working out. I haven't watched that. I do want to watch it. See, now y'all making me want to watch it. Now I'm going to have to try to watch it now. I was watching all the Queen's Men too, but again, when I started doing YouTube, I fell off on watching my shows. So I'm gonna have to try to go back and watch that too. I'm gonna have to try to do my content on my channels and then go back and try to watch my shows. Yes, Beyond the Gates was picked up for a second season. How do y'all like the new what's his name? Oh my God. Ted. How do you guys like the new Ted? I don't like the new Ted. I do not like the new Ted from Beyond the Gates. I do not. Now, if y'all been watching Beyond the Gates, y'all know, if y'all watched it Friday, that Kat recorded Dana saying that Eva possibly ran Lauren off the road. And we know that it was Dana who did it. But she trying to put it on Eva. If y'all watched it Friday, she trying to put it on Eva. Now that's some low down dirty stuff to do to your child. So she thought by Eva and Ted reconnecting, I guess she thought that she was going to get some money or something from Ted as well. So we're going to see how this is going to turn out. You know, I don't like the new Ted either, Linda. I don't like the new Ted. No, I don't like the new Ted. So what do y'all think is going to happen? Do y'all think Eva's going to go to jail for allegedly running Laura off the road when we know she did it? And do y'all think that Ted and Nicole are going to get back together? Let me know from Beyond the Gates. Do y'all think Ted and Nicole are going to get back together? The Shy and the Godfather of Harlem just started back. Okay. I think, and also I do think Danny is falling for Andre. I really do. I think they're gonna end up being a couple. I do. I think Danny is falling in love with Andre. Just my personal opinion. Linda, I think he got maybe Parkinson's or something. What is that? What is that disease with your hand shaking? Because it's starting to come. If at first it was just coming a little bit, now it's starting to come more and more. You think she gonna take him back? Okay. You said yes, they will get back together. Yes, Nicole will forgive him. What is wrong with Bill? His hand was trembling again. I think Bill is catching Parkinson. Or what is that other disease where your hands be trembling? I'm trying to think of it because I know it's Parkinson's. Your hand can start doing that, and it's another disease where your hands can start trembling like that as well. I'm trying to think of it. What is that other disease that your hands can start trembling? MS. Hello, Valerie. Yes, MS. Look, he won't go to the doctor. He lied and told Naomi that he went to the doctor. But Naomi know about it because Naomi seen it before. And then what is that dude named that cat messing with Tomas? He's seen it before too. And I believe if he what's gonna happen is if he get real sick like that, I don't think Wichita gonna stay with him. I don't think Haley gonna stay with him. Then he gonna try to take his thick ass back over there to Danny. That's what I think gonna happen. And then also, what is that? What is his name? His wife, the one that's the real estate agent. I think she gonna end up sleeping with that man. I think she gonna end up sleeping with him because honey, she too hot for trot to me. She be ordered escort. She be sleeping with the trainers. She got a hot box. What is their name? Vicky? What is her name? Nicole best friend. What is her name? She got a hot box. Vanessa, yes. She sleep with everybody. Escorts, anybody she can get her hands on, she sleep with. She gonna end up sleeping with that dude that her husband owe all that money to. What's his name? Tony or whatever his name was. I think she gonna end up sleeping with that man because she got a hot box, Vanessa. That woman, woo, woo. Yeah, she gonna end up sleeping with him, I think. In my personal opinion, I think she gonna end up sleeping with that man. And I'm still trying to figure out what did Martin do? Now, I thought when Bill invited Martin's husband over there, I thought that he was going to tell Martin's husband what happened. But they never showed what was the reason that he invited him over there. What was the reason that Bill invited Martin's husband over there, Smitty? What was the reason he invited him over there if he wasn't going to tell him shit? You said she's a hot mess, Valerie. Yes. Mm-mm. But Nicole like that too. But Nicole only sleeping with, not Nicole. Debbie is like that too, but she only sleeping with Andre. And you see Nicole kind of catching on that, she see, Daddy trying to think it's just all about sex. But I think Danny is catching feelings for Andre. And I think Andre is catching feelings for Danny, in my personal opinion. Let me know what y'all think in the chat. I think they catching feelings. But this is another thing. Now, if Nicole decides to forgive Ted, she's going to have to accept Eva. Do y'all think Nicole is willing to accept Eva? And then what comes with Eva is her crazy ass mama, Dana. So that's another problem. If she accepts Eva, she's going to have to accept Dana. And who wants to deal with Dana? Because Dana wants Ted. She wants Ted back. And she told them she got some other stuff up her sleeve. So this is going to be a whole mess. Yes, Danny and Andre are catching feelings for each other. And another thing, the nurse lady and her firefighter boyfriend, I don't know. I think that she still got some feelings for Andre or whatever. That's why she kind of be fussing at her boyfriend. I think she still got some feelings for Andre. I think so. But I think Andre kind of got over her and he's starting to get feelings for Danny. And I think Danny is catching feelings for him. Now, I don't know how old Andre is, but hey, whatever floats your boat. It seemed like he giving her what she needs, in my opinion. You don't think Eva's Ted's daughter? But Nicole says she saw the markers. She says she saw the markers. But for your own recollection, for my own information, I would get another blood test done just for my own. I wouldn't go off the blood test they got. I would get my own DNA test done. That's what I would do. Because you cannot trust Dana. That woman got different wigs, different names, every damn thing. Yeah, they need to do a new DNA test. I would do a new DNA test. Now I would. But I don't know. It's something. It's something is going to go on with Bill. I don't think Haley is going to stay with Bill when she finds out about his sickness. And I think she got a sneaky leak. I do. I do think she got a sneaky leak. And if y'all, and then something is going on with that white guy that was at that diner. He was listening at all of their conversations. So I don't know who he worked for or how he, fit into this puzzle here. But he was sitting there listening to everybody's conversation. So I don't know how he fits into everything, but he fits into this part somewhere as well. So, something's going on. Now, do I think Eva gonna give in and help her mama out? I think she might, because she keep on trying to get back into her mother's good graces. And her mama's low down and dirty. Put the girl out, and because the girl wouldn't go along with her plan, she don't want to have nothing to do with her. So that lets me believe she was using her all along to get back at Ted, and then told the girl that he wanted nothing to do with her, but the man didn't even know about Eva. So I don't know. I think she was just using her to get at Ted. And quiet as kept, I don't think she even wanted that baby, but she kept that baby. She thought it was a meal ticket for her. That's what I think. And I think she a little short of a six-pack too. I don't think Dana is dealing with a full deck. You said Martin's husband is asking questions about the Duprees, especially Martin. You said Ted invited Leslie to Eva's birthday party. Well, I mustn't see that part. I didn't know she was having a damn birthday party. I'm going to have to go back and watch that. I didn't know they was having a birthday party for Eva. But I think Martin is trying to get to know Eva, but Kat don't want to have shit to do with her ass. Because Kat was trying to tell their ass all along what she was up to. Nobody believed her. So you said Smitty is asking questions about the Duprees? Yes, she that's what she was supposed to do, but she didn't do it. You said I'm sick of her on Beyond the Gates in the family business. Oh yes, she was on the family business too. Yes, I do remember her on the family business. Dana. Yep. Every show she play in, she a bitch on every show she play in. Dana is. Ugh. Y'all, it was something else. And then do y'all think they gonna find out about what's Naomi's sister Chelsea having those threesome with the married couples? Do you think that's gonna come out about Chelsea having them threesomes with those married couples? Because now she's thinking that she is a lesbian. I don't know why she won't even do anything like that. She is also on the Oval. Who's on the Oval? Dana? Oh, she getting around then. But guys, what do y'all think is what did Martin do? What do y'all think that Martin do that he's trying to hide? Because I don't think even Nicole knows. Do Nicole know what happened to Martin or Tate? Or is it just that his grandparents know? Let me know in the chat. Because it seems like Nicole don't know. Now I'm not too sure if Ted know, but it seems like Nicole don't know. Now maybe Ted know, maybe Nicole just don't know. It's something. Did he hurt somebody? Did he unalive somebody? What did Martin do? Did he unalive? I think is it. Well, I'm gonna just have to come to the conclusion that he unalived somebody. Or with those flashing lights, did he hit somebody? Did he hit somebody and they were unalive? Because why would did he hit somebody and they were underlive and he was drinking or something? And Bill covered it up. Could that be it? That's the only thing I could think of. Because maybe he was younger, he was drinking and hit somebody and they covered it up. Because I see those flashing lights, or maybe a man tried to take advantage of him and he unalived the man and they covered it up. That's the only thing I can think of. Where he's having nightmares and he doesn't want to remember it or something. That's the only thing I could come up with. Y'all let me know. What do y'all think that Martin is hiding? What did he do? Because there are flashing lights. There are flashing lights in the dream. So it's got to be something with the paramedics and the police. That's the only two things I can think of. Maybe when he was a teenager, he was drinking and hit somebody and unalived him. Or Maybe an older man tried to come on to him and he allegedly probably unalived him. That's the only thing I can think of with flashing either police lights or ambulance lights or fire lights, something like that. He had a car accident. That's the only thing I can think of that Martin could be hiding. Because they keep stretching it out, stretching it out. So it got to be something with that. And I think Smitty is going to keep digging until we find out what it is, because he know Martin been having these dreams. And y'all know he's back working part-time for the paper or the news. And he's a journalist. So I think he's going to keep digging and digging until we find out what it is. Let me know what y'all think in the chat. Because it's got to be some guys. Because it seems like the Duprees, they have a lot of secrets. And Bill knows a lot about their secrets. And Danny don't know a lot of stuff that Bill did for the Duprees. That's what I'm thinking. So something is going to come out. So something is going to happen. But we got to wait and see what's going to happen. We got to wait and see. I want this whatever Martin did, I want it to come out, because I'm tired of him having these damn dreams and waking up and we don't know what the hell going on. They could at least put instead of keep showing us all these flashing lights, they could at least show a person, a car, or something. Why the hell do they keep just showing all these flashing lights? We've been seeing that for over a month now. I'm tired of just seeing that. We need to know something that's going on. And then also, I'm trying to figure this out. Tony gave him 1 week to pay him back the money that he owed him, or either let him launder money through Vanessa's real estate. Do y'all think he's going to ask Vanessa for the money, or do y'all think he's going to let him launder money through there? I don't think, in my opinion, I don't think that he's going to ask Vanessa for the money. I think he's going to let that man launder that money through that company. That's what I think. I think he's going to find a way for him to launder that money to that company, because he's addicted to gambling, because he can't gamble there no more until he pay that money back. So I think he's going to let that man launder money through that company, because he's too ashamed to ask Vanessa for that money. So I think he's going to let him launder that money through that company, so he can go back and start gambling. And Nicole knows he has a gambling problem, but she cannot tell Vanessa because of confidentiality. So she can't tell Vanessa. So this is going to be a mess. And then another thing is going to be a mess. I think Vanessa is going to sleep with him, because she got a hot box down there. And I think she's going to sleep with him. It's just my personal opinion. I think she's going to sleep with him. You said Vanessa wouldn't give him money anyway. He's a doctor. But if he tells her that he has a gambling problem and that he owed that man that money, you don't think that she would give it to him to pay back that man? You don't think she would give him the money to pay that man? Now, if your husband is in trouble, you know, you don't want him to get hurt. I think she would give him that money to pay him, so that man won't hurt him. You said nope. Vanessa's for Vanessa. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. We gonna see. We are going to see what is going to happen here because that man wants his money in a 1 week, and we all know that he don't got the money. We all know he don't got the money to get to that man. But do y'all think Vanessa gonna sleep with him? I think Vanessa is going to sleep with that man, y'all. I really do. I think Vanessa is going to sleep with him. Oh, getting off. We're gonna put a dart in there for a minute. We're gonna come back to that. But I thought this was so funny, guys. We're gonna get into this for 1 second here. We're going to get into this for 1 second. Wait 1 second here. One second. One second here. I wanted to. One second. I wanted to go over. One second. I wanted to go over something here. 1 second. Where did it go? Wait 1 second. Okay. Wait a minute. Now, if this was your husband, would you be mad at the woman? Would you be mad at the woman? Would you be mad at the woman that she didn't know?
You gonna tell me something? Oh, baby, this is where all the money going? Oh no, this is where all our money going? It ain't like that, baby. I can't tell. It ain't like that. I can't tell. You got to understand, baby. No, I make me understand. Make me understand. Well, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this at home. No, we're not gonna talk.
How long have you been seeing him?
Look, no, we're not gonna talk about this. Don't bother her, baby. Don't bother her. I mean, don't bother her. Pick her up, I'll bring her back, baby. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah. Come on now, baby. No, baby. Say, can I talk to you?
She didn't.
Say, get back in the car. I ain't even mad at you. Where you meet him at?
At 7-Eleven on Colorado.
By the house?
Tell me anything about you. Not nothing. I've been seeing him for past 3 months.
3 months? He didn't tell you that he was engaged to be married?
No, he didn't.
Say, I need to get some gas.
He been lying to both of us because he's told me that he was gonna put me in a house and we was going to Cancun. So he been doing a whole bunch of lying.
He been lying. He been lying. Well, she just somebody I met, baby.
Somebody you met. Somebody you met. Somebody you met. Stop.
No. You gonna tell me something? You gonna tell me something? Oh, baby.
Now look, everybody out here cheating. Look, everybody out here cheating. This man ain't got a bit of teeth in his mouth. This man ain't got all his teeth in his mouth. He out here telling this woman he gonna put her in a house and everything, gonna take her to Cancun, and out here telling the other woman that this other woman they engaged. So look, it don't matter how old you is. These men don't give a shit. They don't give a shit. She talking about she met this man at 7-Eleven. And the other woman talking about this where all the money going? Oh, hell no. Hell no. I told you, it don't matter. These men don't give a shit. They don't give a shit. They're going to do what they want to do. You say he's not getting married now. Hell no. They going to do whatever they want to do. It don't matter the age. The daddies, whatever. And I believe if he didn't get caught, I believe he was going to get that lady a house. Because he already been taking money out the house. Didn't you hear the woman say, this where all the money been going? And I believe he was going to take this lady to Cancun. Because the money was missing. So that's why she hired cheaters. Because the money would start being missing from the house. She said, this where all the money been going? Hell yeah, he been spending the money on the other lady. And then you can tell this lady ain't got done. He said he was gonna put me in a house. You should already have a house, ma'am. No. He been taking all the damn money out the house, spending on this damn lady. I tell you, these men is low down and dirty. Yeah, we won't be getting married no time. We ain't gonna be getting married never. I left him there. The other lady, the one he supposed to be getting a house for, she going over there trying to fight him, and then the lady that's engaged to him, she not even doing that. So she must be down on her luck. Hello, Monique. Hello. I tell you, these men, I'm telling you, they ain't no damn good. Young or old, you got to watch everybody. All right, y'all. Let's see here. Let's see. What else do we want to talk about? I'm trying to see what else you want to talk about. You said cheaters in my show. I hate that, Peter. Where is the host now? You don't like the new host? Y'all, I do want to talk about this DDG case for a little bit. Because now look, do y'all think it's wrong? Okay, my whole thing is this right here with DDG. The sister and the brother, they talking about people are coming for them. Y'all should have stayed out of it. Yeah, if y'all stay out of it, people would be coming for y'all. Y'all need to stay out of it. I know everybody is going to protect their brother or their sister. We all know that. But if they get online saying stuff, then that's how they get in it. And then his brother and his sister, they are streamers too. So people are coming in their chats and saying stuff too. DDG brother was on there, what's his name? Dub, he was on there crying. And then his sister TT said people are saying all type of nasty stuff to her or whatever. Now, we know that we can't control what our brothers or sisters do if they grow. We can't control it. Okay, so even if, I'm sure even if they know DDG was doing stuff, they're not going to come out here and tell us, y'all. They just not going to do it. Okay? Haley, she's an Aries like me. You know, she's a fire sign. So she said that. She said that, you know, she'll sit back and be quiet and stuff like that. But then when you keep pushing her and pushing her, she got to do what she got to do. And I think she sat back and gathered up all her evidence on DDG. I think that's what she did. And then DDG, he said his own self. He said that he'd been lying. You know, he'd been coming out here telling his followers that Haley don't want him to see the baby. And he lied. When she was trying to give him the baby, he didn't want the baby. So, do y'all think that DDG is going to go to jail for chipping her teeth and for those bruises on her? Because people are saying that DDG probably go to jail. Now, do y'all think he's going to go to jail for DV? Let me know what y'all think in the chat. Y'all think he's going to jail for DV? Good night, Dot Willie. Good night. Do y'all think there's a possibility that he could go to jail for DV for chipping her teeth and those bruises that was on her arm? And people are saying that he could get canceled. They say he got sponsorships. Do y'all think he could get canceled? And he could lose some of his sponsorships? Because I know a lot of other YouTubers have lost, you know, sponsorships and got canceled for DV. Do y'all think this could happen to DDG? And do y'all think that he put his hands on Haley? Me personally, I think he did. Because a lot of men try to control you when they, you know, that's her first baby. They try to control you. It don't really be about the baby. It be about control. They think because they, you know, that you only got a baby by them, they should be able to pop up at your house anytime you want to. They want to make sure ain't no man or anything over your house. They're not even together. So why do you feel that you should be able to pop up anytime you want to and come over there anytime you want to, come get the baby anytime you want to, and bring the baby back anytime you want to? You know, I think should be some set of visitations. He doesn't want that. So if she is with, you know, talking to somebody else, you talking to somebody else, so what's the problem? So what I think is that he could possibly get in trouble because she got bruises on her and her teeth is chipped. And then she got you know, she got pictures of him and text message of him harassing her. So he might be going to the slammer. Just my personal opinion. And then also with this Tory Lanez mess. Now, okay, he's in jail serving his time. But now, come on now, y'all. This man had got shanked 14 times. Why are people sending the man who shanked him money? What? Now, come on. Now that's just disturbing. For people, they saying that it's Megan Thee Stallion's alleged fans that are sending the man who shanked him, that shanked Tory Lanez money. Did y'all hear that? Now, come on, y'all. Now that this has been got out of hand. This is disturbing. For people to be sending this man money. Now, don't y'all think that's a bit much to be sending this man money? The person who shanked Tory Lanez. Now, this is a bit much. Now, it's a bit much to me. Now, I understand what he did to Megan. It was wrong. He is doing his time. He's being punished for that. But I don't agree with the man shanking him 14 or 15 times and then her fans sending the man who did it money. Now, that's just low down. In my personal opinion, let me know what y'all think in the chat. Did y'all hear that her fans were sending her supporters or whatever, or fans or whatever, is sending that man money? Yeah, that's sick. That's sick that they would do that to me. And everybody else can have their personal opinion, but that's sick to me. And they said that, that they got some new evidence allegedly, and that he might be getting out. That he's having a hard time in jail. Well, hey, anybody would have a hard time in jail, I think. There's not going to be any good times in there. They said, P. Diddy is having a hard time in there. They ain't let him out. So, I don't think jail is supposed to be no party. If you do bad things, that's where you go. In my personal opinion. Yeah, this is crazy. It's not right. Her fans, allegedly and for entertainment purposes only, and her supporters is sending that man money. Yep, they sending a man money. So, right is right and wrong is wrong. The man already in jail. He's doing his time, But to send a person who to shank this man 14 times, his lungs collapsed and everything, to send him money, I think that's just sick. But, and do y'all think Megan should come out and say something? I do. I do. I think she should say something. I do. That's deplorable that your fans are doing that. Just my personal opinion. Do I think Megan will come out and say something? I'm gonna say 99%. I don't think she will. But hey, who knows? But if it was me, I would. But everybody is not me. But I think it's sick that they could have took this person's life. And yeah, that could have happened to Megan too, but it didn't happen. Both of them are here. But both of his lungs collapsed. He could have died. He could have been unalived. Yep, he could have been unalived, y'all. Yes, Megan should speak on it. But sometimes, we have to forgive people, not for them, but for ourselves, and let it go. We have to forgive people for ourselves so we can be in peace. It's not for them, it's for yourself, for your own sanity. God will handle the rest. But I digress. We got some sick people out here in the world. We do. We got some sick people out here. He said Megan should stay where she stands, in my stormy voice. Yeah, she should. That's still one of our brothers. And, that's still one of our brothers. And that's just my personal opinion. The man is in jail serving his time. I don't wish that on anybody. And he could have lost his life. Both his lungs collapsed. Just saying. Me personally, I will come out and say something. Just saying. Just saying. That's where I stand at. That's where I stand at, guys. All right, guys. We've been on here going on 2 hours. I'm gonna get on off of here and see what's going on in these YouTube streets. All right, guys. If you came in, I hope you hit the thumbs up button. If you didn't, please hit it on your way out. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Good night, everyone. Good night, good night, good night. See y'all tomorrow.